Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitter. Back again. How's everybody doing today? Today's CPI. Got a big day for us. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna go make myself a little bit of quick tea, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Now we got CPI 7:30, so still got a little bit until that time. About another 18 more minutes on that. Yeah, CPI is definitely gonna be something. I honestly can see it pushing down. I don't see it pushing up, but right now it's probably pushing up just to kind of fake us out a bit. Um, I believe when CPI comes in, personally, I just feel like it's gonna start flooding. I don't feel like it's gonna push to the top side, but I could easily be wrong. I just feel pretty strongly that the price at 17.18, 17.20 is just still too very high. And I feel like it's just gonna wanna push to the downside back into the 1680s, 1690s. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Feeling a little sleepy, I'm not gonna lie. I. 'Cause. 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 'C 10 rejection to the downside there on that 4 hour. Really trying to get a good idea of what I'm trying to do before CPI rolls in, but if I'm being honest, I'm really not too interested besides sales here. Not saying buys can't play out, but trying to find the entry for it seems pretty fairly difficult. So what I'm thinking here is potentially we can get a close above this resistance here with NYSE coming in and CPI. CPI makes me a little nervous because we could just reject, boom, it just wants to flood back down, correct this move, which is what I've been waiting for a good amount of time now. But I'm starting to think, I can't also not consider the fact that CPI also might want to fill this wick here and then start pushing down. So I might look to scale into a buy. I just don't want to complicate myself and overthink things and start like trying to enter a sell when clearly we're breaking a resistance with a bullish candle. Like 9 times out of 10, I'd probably do a buy instead of a sell. It's kind of ass backwards, but um, not saying that these sells could play out. Obviously right here they could just easily reject this zone. There's a lot of rejections on this area, especially around 17, 14. Ton of rejections. 30-minute candles. Speaks a lot. But what also speaks a lot too is the volume that comes in during New York session, and especially the fact that we have a core price index. So we got some things to be looking forward to, that's for sure. But like I said, I would like to see this candle at least close above this resistance here at like 17.12, pretty much like 17.13 ish. My always big worry though with news events, of course, is the motherfucking spread. The spread can be terrible, especially if like could be going in your direction, but the second kind of starts, rejecting any bias that you have in a sense during news. Boy, it rejects and rejects hard. So it's like with the spread on top of it rejecting, like ooh, it just feels like it hits your stop loss that much quicker. It'd always be so much more difficult to trade, in my opinion, during news events. But it's always good practice, and I feel like it's a good learning process. As long as you manage risk correctly, you don't want to over risk things. Relatively been, hitting in double trades and getting in double trade positions that obviously just didn't work out. Uh, remember yesterday I had a pretty rough day. We hopped on the stream, could have caught an easy buy support on GJ, but we kind of overthought things. I was gonna get impulsive entries. Each one of my impulsive entries really didn't get much profit, so uh, ended up getting kind of burnt on those positions. And then I tried to get into the sell on gold. Same thing, I got burnt. Is what it was, right? So we got a minute left. Just gonna wait for this candle to close. Not really in a rush to get in impulse ventures at this point. Might be something to consider though with news, with news events. We got a minute left, so got 15 pips on spread. Could be something I consider. Stop losses almost kind of had to be kind of fat on this low key. Really not closing above that, so I don't want to just enter. I'm sure we got less than a minute, obviously, on candle closing. We got 32 seconds. Wow. Well, we definitely got the move. Well, is what it is. Missed the play. 66 something fucking. Oof. Both positions going crazy at this point. Missed my entry at this point. I should hit enter trade and I accidentally hit open, calc, course. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just kind of looking for a bearish candle to enter at this point. Kind of have to do a lot of waiting. Is what it is. Hey, what's up, Mike? Bro, it's been a minute since I seen you, bro. I'm Not gonna lie, it's been a rough week for me. The last week I had a pretty rough week. Today's CPI, I was just about to enter in a buy position here, really low. I accidentally hit the wrong button on my calculator here. I accidentally hit open calc when I should hit open trade, and that ended up closing my like parameters. So unfortunately, I fucking meant to enter, but didn't end up entering. It could have been a really successful trade right there, but it's okay, no worries. Um, at this point, we're just gonna be looking for the candle just to start rejecting. What comes up must come down at this point. But yeah, man, Mike, it's been going pretty good. Um, I had a better week last week. Uh, the start of this week's been a little rough. I can't lie. Yesterday took a couple losses on some trades. Nothing that was over 3% though. I still managed about 1.5% of the account there on each position, so it was not the worst, but at the same time, my main focus has always been my consistency, and I kind of fucked it up that a couple days ago. So, uh, trying to stay consistent within these markets. But at this point, we are coming back up to these it's the highs of the candle again. Part of me, of course, wants to short, but just like you gotta be super careful. Very delicate situation. Uh, I'm in this particular point right now where. Mm, I almost prefer to wait for the candles like to start closing and maybe consider answering them. But as of right now, prices going up so hard. It's just I'm a little nervous at this point to just try and sell just because we are so bullish. Any seller here could be really detrimental. But part of me feels a little risky though, because we got relatively low spreads. That's what I meant when I said open calc. So maybe it's real nervous though, because you can easily push up fucking 25 pips real quick. Alright, that's a risky trade. I don't know how I feel about it. Definitely not, my friend. Definitely not. We all know this. Hey, but I appreciate you coming to my stream, buddy. It really does mean a lot, man. I haven't seen you in a long time. I had a couple new people join my stream, but nothing crazy. Yeah, the smartest thing to do, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, definitely is going to be waiting for candles to close. But I'm feeling like I'm a little risky on this. Um, but a big part of me is telling me to just stay the fuck out of it, man. There's always a better entry. So I'm gonna just tell myself that, remember that, and just stay patient at this point. It's all about patience. I don't want to get FOMO. Just because I missed the fucking buy that I was originally meaning to enter. Kind of. I guess you can say I'm getting a little bit of the fucking what you call it. It's not really FOMO because I'm like at this point I've already missed out on the opportunity on the trade. I guess I have a little bit of FOMO. I guess I have a little bit of fear of missing out because I've already fucking missed my buy position here, and now price pushing up so well that at this point, candles exhausted a lot. I feel like I have a good chance to start rejecting at this point and start pushing back to the downside. We can see GJ on to the right is obviously rejecting heavily. Gold's still performing pretty strong, but we have reached another pretty high resistance level. See, go ahead, close this. So we have a pretty good chance to go up to 1740. 52, but we still have to clear this resistance here, 1735, which is still having a trouble trying to reject. So we might actually be able to hold that position. I'll mark this out. So we might be able to hold that. We shall see. Yeah, wow, though. I'm pretty disappointed in myself on fucking hitting the wrong key, man. Not gonna lie. Wow, that was embarrassing. That could have been a super solid trade, boys and girls. We would have been smooth. The spread wasn't bad at the moment I entered. I fucking hit the wrong button, and wow. It is what it is, man. It was like a morning fluke. Like woke up this morning and fucking shit, man. I hit the wrong button, bro. That's not what you want. Really, just trying to stay fucking patient. Really, it is almost fucking me up the fact that I missed that motherfucking trade, man. It's like, god damn. Of course, it's like fuck. This shit's terrible. The only reason why I say it's kind of terrible because I know it's just gonna require a good amount of waiting at this point. We're gonna have to be just really patient, and could have been profitable. Could have ended the stream a little earlier today. That 5 minute really might be able to help us out. So I'm looking at the 5 minute chart here on gold, starting to relatively reject, but the candle hasn't closed yet, so it's really important that the candle closes at this point. Uh, easily we could just kind of push back up, make a weak bullish candle on the 5 minute. At that point, I'm still gonna pretty much stay out of the sales at that point. I feel pretty good. I feel like we can catch a really nice play today. That 5 minutes is so weak. Such a weak bearish. I'm just gonna chill. Ain't no way. Fuck that, man. That just sounds like a trap. Oh, see, but oh, bro, it's tough. That's tough. How's it gonna close though? Close a weak ass bullish. That gives you some hope. It's almost stupid, you know, price going up so much. It's like, bro, the sale's not yet. You know, you gotta just be patient. Gotta wait for these 30-minute candles, bigger candles really to form. 5-minute candles not gonna tell me shit besides the fact that it's just gonna want to try and fake me out. Wow, dude, what a fucking move today, though. CPI honestly would have traded this fucking beautifully. Fuck, sorry. Still gonna treat us nice though. Honestly, I still got a great feeling about it. We just gotta be really patient at this point. Just gonna be chilling on the fucking stream. At this point, I'm gonna see what fucking GJ's doing. Oh god, GJ looks terrible. I don't know why I looked at it. Ooh, yeah, it looks terrible. At this point, I'm waiting for the bearish candles to form on this on this play. Holy shit. Damn, boy. Damn. Almost hate being a little patient this morning at this point. Move was so easy. Wow, that's crazy, dude. 200 pip, bro. Like, within like seconds, dog. That shit was nuts. Yeah, buddy. Fuck and shit, dude. 7 minutes up until this candle closes. So, ladies and gentlemen, looks like we're gonna be sitting around for some time. I don't know how well I feel about getting into any like, because obviously this next bullish candle or this next candle can be 100% bullish, right? So my anticipation are obviously is that the candles are gonna start pushing to the downside. I feel confident the next candle will print bearish. But for me to enter at this point a sell, I just feel like it's too risky, way too risky because obviously the candle's still printed a major bullish. We still got plenty of volume in the markets to push up. It is gold. We've seen gold make crazier pushes than this. So yeah, I think at this point, ladies and gentlemen, like I'm saying, I'm just waiting for these candles to close. I don't think I'm gonna be in any rush to enter any impulsive entries. Um, I had some impulsive entries yesterday, ended up burning me. So very important today. I wait for the candles, in my opinion. Let the candles tell me what's kind of going on, and then we'll go from there about making decisions on whether or not what position we're going to enter. Currently, I'm just staying, remaining patient. I wonder if Japanese yen might give us a chance, but I'm gonna look at the higher time frames on Japanese yen just because don't want to get in a position that's just like obvious that we're gonna lose. Pulling up, came down to down, retested. It's definitely a little something you gotta be careful for because it definitely doesn't seem. What gives me good hope is that this 4 hour has no wick at the bottom. Let me just show you guys a little price action knowledge. So something I'm really liking about this play here, obviously we got to close above 166, 1884, be preferable in my opinion. One thing I really like about this 4 hour candle is that we have no wicks to the bottom, indicating that we have no momentum, no volume that has really wants to push to the downside at this point. So I feel, I also got 2 minutes till it closes. Now, if we can, we got to really make sure that this 30-minute though closes above, because if it doesn't close above, we have a high chance of playing within this range still, and I'm just not cool with entering a buy unless we close above that. Because even with that close above that resistance, the probability for this play to work out, I would say, is fairly high. But I'm not gonna say it's really high because we still got some pretty good 30-minute rejections to the left-hand side. Not to mention, resistances aren't that far off. So really depends also on the spread of this range we're in as of right to this point, which is a 45 pip range. It's almost more than ideal. Anything around 20 pips, 25 pip range, I try and stay away from it because generally if it breaks resistance or supports, it's really not going to respect, uh, or excuse me, it's going to most likely respect those supports and resistances with a 20 to 25 pip range. Anything more than that, usually like a 30 pip range, if it breaks the support resistance, generally it's going to keep in direction of the break. But we're just going to go ahead and see how this works out. We're just going to take a look at gold real quick. Got a minute up until this candle closes. So gold's still looking bullish. Not too high. Just gonna let this play. Just gonna let GJ do his thing, or not GJ. Gonna let gold do his thing at this point. I'm gonna focus my attention more on GJ. GJ, I'm really looking to fill this wick, especially if we close like this. More than ideal. I really want it to close like this. I mean, we got a minute left. Gosh damn, we gotta close like this. Gots to. I'm gonna get the position relatively ready. $20 pip stop. Closing below. Can't enter that. Yeah, we got 6 seconds left. Psych. Well, that totally changed. Yeah, at this point, I'd rather wait for the candle to close bearish on gold at this point than wait on GJ. GJ closed back within the range at this point. If it pushes up, I mean, it pushes up, but it's just like probability at that point is super low. I'm looking to get in positions that have a better probability rate than mere hopes. You know what I'm saying? That just sounds stupid. Can't be trading ass backwards, It's not going to make us profitable. But now gold's definitely the focus when it comes down to this candle. If this candle closes bearish, we're really looking to enter up on that. It's going to be really easy positions to snipe out. That's why it's like at this point it's kind of worth waiting. Oh yeah, and some people might say, you know, hey man, why didn't you enter a buy on gold? Uh, well, plan was to buy right here, press the wrong button. But if you guys are speaking of right now, well, now that's a very, 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 very good question because you see it was such a bullish candle. You would think entering buys would be a very simple play to do. Not saying this hasn't pushed up 10 pips. We probably could have secured 10 pips, right? But in my opinion, I'm staying out of this position though because we've pushed already so much at this point. I've seen gold after CPI news, literally the next candle just reject straight up, all the way back down instantly. So I uh I just don't want to get in a situation where I'm getting major FOMO and just entering positions strictly off of fear of missing out. I don't want to be I want to be in control of my emotions when I'm trading. I don't want to be out of control of my emotions. Because it's really tough too, especially, you know, when money's involved, it makes it real hard not to try and play upon your emotions. But that's why one of the most important things I love about trading is that you really got to work on self-control, your emotions when you're trading. Uh, I love everything it puts you to the test on with when it comes down to trading. It's one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, and I couldn't be more thankful that I live in a day and age like this to learn this shit really, because it's like it's just beautiful, it's just really beneficial. I wonder if the GJ candle now has made such a bottom wick at this point, we might start turning up and going bullish and maybe close close bullish past that resistance and maybe try and get that wick fill. That could be something I might see happen on GJ. Gold though, I still see a bearish candle coming up. I see this candle maybe pulling up, getting us like a little top wick for that bearish candle, but something tells me that bearish candle will be printing. That's for damn sure. We gotta wait for this 15 minute to close though. I guarantee this first 15 minutes giving us the wick, the next 15 minutes gonna give us the body of that bearish candle. And I'm speaking on gold. I'm speaking on gold. And if anybody doesn't know from right now, gold is gonna be the chart on the left, and GJ is gonna be the chart on the right. Just if anybody just joined the stream and maybe hasn't, you know, can't really read the top left things because they might be really small print, kind of hard to read. So if anybody doesn't know, on my MetaTrader 5, it is gold on the left and GJ on the right, pound yen. And almost with gold, I wonder if we break that wick, if we just keep pushing up, man. If we break that wick, we might just keep pushing up. Yeah, fortunately though, excuse me, guys. Unfortunately, GJ couldn't hold that bullish candle where we wanted it. Personally, I feel like we could have done that. It could have been a really nice trade on GJ. Uh, Fortunately, the candle closed back into the range, and we know what that means. If that candle closed back in the range, we are not entering. There's no chance. No chance. So again, when it comes down to GJ, we're looking for it to close and break that resistance for real. Yeah, I'm looking at gold, knowing that it's breaking that wick. I'm like, wow, can it keep pushing up? Right? Can we still keep pushing up? Still gonna remain patient. A big part of me really wanted to enter impulsive entries both on GJ and in gold. To be honest, I mean, gold looks like it could be pretty nice. GJ seems like it's playing out fairly nice. Um, but I just want to stay out of it. Just want to stay out of it. The fact I already missed a very easy play with just the news on a simple mistake of pressing the wrong button on my match keys bites me in the ass a little bit because now I'm very careful with my entry because it could be the entry it just fucks me up, and knowing taking a loss today on a day I could have really taken an easy dub if I just would have pressed the right button. It's got me a little hesitant. It's got me a little hesitant, more than a little hesitant at this point. Actually, I'm trying to be as patient as possible, man. I don't want to be impatient, just get in a losing position. Whenever today was a very easy day to take a nice trade. I mean, we already had buy positions ready to go, fucking on the gold trade. Just didn't end up executing when we should have. Candle for pound yen is now rejecting very, very hard after that push past that candle. Gold's still maintaining pretty strong on this push to the top side. Clearly no surprise to it. It's just a matter of when these candles start flipping bearish. I feel like we'll start getting relatively easy positions to start securing into. Not saying that these buys weren't easy to get neither. I'm not saying that at all. I just feel with such a hard push to the top side, we have a strong chance to start rejecting. That's why I've been really hesitant on getting in buy positions, especially on the close of that 30-minute candle. Clearly, super strong bullish. We got no wick at the bottom, or barely any wick at the bottom. We have a slight wick, barely any wick at the bottom. Nice wick at the top, indicating we still have momentum wanting to push to the top side. Personally, I just got a little puny. Don't want to enter, just not feeling confident in the entry there. Although I would like to see is probably more than 20 pips at this point. 60 pips. Wow. That is very, very impressive. We are coming close to resistance, so. Yikes, man. Yikes. Oop, didn't mean to do that. This shit has got to start rejecting at this point. Now with New York session, I'm really curious now if we're going to reject with gold or if we're just gonna keep pushing up. Cause I mean, to be honest, the candle on this bullish candle, I mean, looks more than fucking bullish. I mean, I would like to see a bigger wick on top. You know, something like that wouldn't be bad. That's a super solid bullish candle. I mean, fuck, that's like 60, 70 fucking pips, which is nuts. I just realized that, like, I go back looking at this kind of like, oh yeah, it's probably like, 25, 30 pips. What the fuck? Like, just that wick right there is like 50 pips. Like, no joke. Like, what the fuck? I was thinking in my head, like, wow, kind of just missing play after play at this point. It did go drawdown like maybe 5 pips, but I mean, almost 90 pips to straight to the top side. Like, come on, Losa. Come on, Losa. We gotta get it together, man. Could have been an easy. I mean, missed the play here. That was just silly. Pressed the wrong button. Right here, I got nervous. I was like, we can reject. We've already pushed so much. I was like, we could just reject. I didn't feel confident entering the buys. Buys worked out more than perfect. Like, more than perfect. Um, but just had my head on these sells, man. So, with that being said, just gotta maintain, just gotta hold to it. Just gonna wait. That's why I'm curious though at this point now because we have 2 minutes, basically like a minute left until New York Stock Exchange volume kicks in. With NYSE volume, that's what I'm curious about if we're either gonna keep pushing to the top side near like 1756 or if we're gonna start pushing down on gold like near 1703. If we enter a position, it could possibly be around 9 o'clock. If we enter a position, it could definitely be around 9 o'clock. Price has gotten real stagnant now. It's been like the longest minute. I'm about to say, damn. It's like the longest minute I've had to wait for. Could be waiting for this kid to be a top wick, and then could just be forming right down. Still got super strong bullish, so it really doesn't surprise me that we're pushing up like this. But like I said, I feel like it's only right that we start getting a wick. This is gonna be a top wick just for us to push down. So if we go like 10 pips drawdown, definitely gonna 50%. Just gonna go stop loss entry, just make it a risk-free trade. Could easily just not, reject and hit a stop loss break even, which looks like is what's gonna happen. Come on, gold. Oh, see, not surprising. Not surprising. Not surprising there. Still just gonna wait. Just gonna wait for the candle to close bearish more. Yeah, it was definitely risky what I did enter there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I just felt as soon as I started making a top wick, it started flipping bearish. Entered at that point. We ended up getting our 10 pip push, but not surprising at all. We got stop loss. We got stopped out at break even. I moved my stop loss at entry, and it got activated, so no worries on that. We got a good amount of time left till his next candle closes, so pound yen doing over here, man? Pound yen's like moving. Yeah, this is NYC and all that, but I don't even know about it. It just got so much consolidation over here. I'm just like, ooh, probably just gonna stay out of that. It's moving down quite nice though, I would say, but still gonna be straight on that. And yeah, I'll probably wait around just another 30 more minutes and try and see what we can do with this next candle. Because ultimately, this is the move we've been waiting for. Wow, look at freaking GJ just melt, dude. Holy shit. What the fuck? That shit melting, boy. I'm glad I stood out of that, though. Being honest. That looked fucking terrible. There's so much consolidation. I mean, yeah, like I said, it's NYC, like, so it's not too much of a surprise that we're breaking past all that fucking consolidation, but outside of that shit, guarantee that shit wouldn't have broke, or guarantee that wouldn't even made the push it's making right now if it wasn't for NYC. Not to mention we do have CPI going on right now, but it's not really affected too much because now United States dollar pair. So definitely interesting to watch, though I will say. But I'm glad I stayed out of that position though. It's definitely like if there was an impulsive entry I was looking to enter, it'd be somewhere around here. But with all this consolidation here, I was just like, it's gonna stay out. I've already been profitable one position. Gold's already looking pretty smooth at this point. If we can get a close like this, man, I'm definitely entering another sell position. I'm taking on that risk, and I'm gonna look to manage very, very, very well. So we're just gonna wait, guys. Let's switch that ball. What I got? Put some hair on my chest. Woo, woo, woo. Ooh. Sights the land, bro. Holy shit. Very sorry for let me just mute my mic real quick, right? Damn. If we end up closing bullish on this, guys, we're just gonna end the stream. Uh, like I said though, could be making a bigger top wick, then continue to further push down. Um, I would be a little surprised if the candle closed bullish here. A weak bullish candle, I wouldn't be too surprised on, but I don't know if I have the patience to wait for another candle to close in our favor to get into the position. I think I just end the stream. Uh, you know, take the small win I took today and just look to get in another position tomorrow. Um, always, always the best option, right? Took in one trade so far. It was profitable. Uh, secured 90% of the position there once we hit 10 pips profit, but stop loss went to break even, and no surprise, stop loss was activated at the entry, so we got broken even. Um, Still made a profit on the trade, but regardless, it was stopped out of break even. So uh, no worries on that. No worries. So it actually kind of interests me because now this is the 15-minute candle acting like this. I wonder if the next candle we got is just gonna straight reject after that, because it's such a weak bearish candle that I feel like the next candle is gonna open up and just straight want to push to the downside and ultimately closing bearish, right? That's kind of what I'm inferring at this point. But we still got out right here, so let's see if the candle flips. Let me go ahead and switch it to the 15 though. That would kind of help, right, to see it. So no, it looks like we are just continuing to push up at this point. Pound yen is just melting at this point. Holy. It's absolutely melting. Gold's back to bullish. Like, no doubt. Uh-oh. So more than happy that we went, stop loss break even. We secured what we want. So far, it's been a pretty good day. Could have been much better though. Oh yeah, baby, gold is just pushing, man. Very, very, very interesting to see. Spreads have been actually very, very good too. Like CPI has been very good to me, especially with the Dominion market spreads. I mean, my God, I'm at like sometimes under a pip. Now, obviously, this is post news event. Whenever the news was going crazy, I mean, during the news event, I can't say the spreads are the best, right? I mean, they're like 5 pips, almost 10 pips, damn near. But that's absolutely during that shit. Right before, like a minute before, when I was considering entering, spreads are relative where they usually are at, like a 2 pips to a pip and a half. So I was really ready to enter the trade. The second I was gonna enter, boom, I hit open calc again. Oh my god. Second I hit open calc, which takes away my position. Either puts the position in perspective or it takes away the position. And I already had it all planned out. I just instead of hitting the open trade button, I hit the open calc, and wow, I would have loved to caught the CPI move on live, but I can't believe that happened to me. When that happened and I seen my shit go away and I wasn't entered the position, I was like, no way. I was like, well, it's too late at this point. Price pushed up, and then we waited for a very very long time for the correction, for some type of sell confirmation. I can't say I got the best sell confirmation. I just got like a slight. Uh, I can't even say I got a slight confirmation understanding that on the 30 minute that there's a wick that pushed to the top side as soon as it opened. I felt like it was a weak bullish candle. I had strong feelings that it was gonna make a top wick. The second it started pushing bearish, I inferred that we should just pretty much keep pushing down. Unfortunately, we did push 10 pips to the downside. At that point, I 90% my position and then moved my stop loss at my entry. Well, price didn't really push any further past 10 pips, went back up, activated my stop loss at my entry, so we were stop loss break even. No harm, no foul. We did get taken out the trade, and then later within that candle, we pushed back down past my entry to more like a 30 pip, take profit. Um, can't do much about that because I'm cool with getting hit stop loss broke even instead of holding that position, going back into drawdown, and potentially just hitting strictly stop loss where it was and just losing entirely whenever I was up 10 pips. So the fact I'm up 10 pips and I secured that, I'm actually, hey, feel good about it. But was there better plays to be made? Was there better opportunities I could have done in the markets? Absolutely. Much better positions in the markets. I gotta say, number one, the buy here on gold would have been nasty. I mean, holy, what a easy. This is not even 5 pips drawdown. It may be. It's not even 7 pips. It's probably 5 pips drawdown. But it's like you entered here on this buy, boom. That's like 60 pips easier than you've ever secured in your damn life. And unfortunately, I was more skeptical on this buy, especially because of a lot of the consolidation we have over there. I just felt a little off, and I'm glad I took my, I would have been more glad if I took that buy, obviously, right? But at the same time, I'm holding strong to my analysis, and I ended up just securing something. But overall, my analysis hasn't been entirely correct because we still haven't got that bearish candle to print yet. Um, we're still printing bullish. So at this point, we are bullish. I have no, sales are just out the question entirely. I don't feel, I do feel like, obviously later within today, we can get that nice push to the downside. But I think it's going to be out of my session time. And I believe I'm just going to go ahead and just, call it a day, close the stream, and look to see how tomorrow goes. Just be very careful. Might not even enter a trade. I might just be on the stream. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, after last year, yesterday, I'm opening two trades, and I didn't have the best success rate this week. And opening two trades and all that stuff. Some of the positions I didn't 50% them. I didn't risk manage the best on some of those. I didn't close some of the positions when I should have closed a little bit earlier. So that definitely affected how the profits have gone this week. But regardless, I'm going to stay strong, manage risk better and better every time whenever I do get put in risk management situations. Uh, look to always enter the best possible entries, um, and continue that every single day, Monday through Friday. And I am going to be streaming every day. I want to stream every day, Monday through Friday. That doesn't mean I'm going to make a trade every day, though. I do take 1 to 2 trades every single day. That's like the minimum. That's the minimum. I want to do 1 to 2 trades every day. Uh, Slightly this week I have broke it a little bit. I did take 4 trades yesterday, but the reason I took four is because two of my positions were already broke even, so it really wasn't no loss, no profit. So I thought I felt good in that chance to take another two positions, and that's when ultimately yesterday, I believe it was yesterday, we got burnt on gold on our impulsive entries there. I wonder if it breaks this, it just sends even further, like 1756. That'd be fucking crazy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think at this point I'm just gonna go ahead and close the stream. I got not too much more to say at this point. I'm not really itching to enter a play at this point. We secured what we could today. We are still pushing up on gold, but I do believe strongly that there's gonna be a point in time today that we are gonna start printing bearish, and should be relatively easy positions to the downside. I wouldn't want to trade too far out of session. I think if it's like I'm Central Time, so wherever you guys are at just determines. But I believe if we go about 2 more hours, give yourself 2 more hours. Mine's Central Time, so since I'm Central Time, that's about 11 a.m. here. Um, if we're not printing bearish at that point, and we're just kind of just getting really just choppy price action, definitely look to stay out of positions at that point. Could just be ranging all the way up until then, just kind of holding like our little resistance up at the top here for a little bit until we start pushing to the downside. But still is that possibility. But yeah, like I said, give it 2 more hours if you guys haven't possibly found anything. I could definitely see bearish plays playing out. Uh, until then, the buys, be very careful. We've pushed up so much at this point. There's going to be a point in time it's going to want to definitely have to push down. Um, but before that, the two buy positions were easily, right here, which was really risky, and honestly, because we didn't really close above this resistance. I was just ready to enter just because anticipation of the CPI. This is the last thing that happened. It was a pretty strong bullish candle, and it was right during that 7:30 open. So I felt good at that point. Didn't end up entering because I pressed the wrong button. We all know. Price went up. At that point, price going up so high, I was really hesitant because I was like, wow, we could easily just reject at this point, and I don't want to look like a fool entering buys. Unfortunately, buys were more than the play to get into because this play played out with little drawdown and absolutely just killed it. I mean, it was a super profitable day, right? I didn't enter. My mindset was still kind of stuck on, when this candle's gonna start rejecting, right? Uh, this candle ended up closing how it was like that. I was still a little bit like, damn, and ended up getting into a pretty risky impulsive sell um, on the open of this candle, on the 8:30 candle. So um, definitely risky plays and risky positions, but thankfully we was able to remain profitable, and yeah, we'll just be back tomorrow. So I appreciate everybody who tapped into the stream today. Uh, always a good time seeing anybody. Mike, always great seeing you. Man, not sure if he's tapped in, but Man saw him a couple streams ago. Unfortunately, I have not had the best ratio here recently, so I can't blame anybody for not tapping back in. It's just gonna keep maintaining the positivity, keep maintaining the stream, and maintaining my courage, confidence, discipline, willpower in these markets, and yeah, in time this will all play out. I just gotta keep patient and stay humble, and not let emotions control me. Especially when it comes down to money, it's one of the hardest things I gotta say is controlling your emotions when it deals with money. That shit is very difficult, and not everybody can do it. But this is always a good way to practice. We're trading with pretty fucking low lots, man, really low lots. Looking just to focus on consistency over anything, man. Not really worried about the profits. Had a rough week, and I started getting greedy. I started caring more about the profits. I started wanting to double trade, get in positions to make quicker earnings, come up a little bit quicker. But also, if those positions go against you, you're also gonna lose a lot faster. So, uh, started just really thinking in my head, wow, need to have like I want to be not a damn losing trade for fucking 6 months. So today we had a good start to that. Hey, we'll be back tomorrow. Mike, thank you again for tapping into my stream, man. I really appreciate it. God bless everybody. Have a great day, and be back tomorrow 6 a.m. Have a great day.